Out where the oak tree meets the creek's embrace, carved our names inside a heart that day. We watched the sun paint gold on your soft face. Under that sky, my dreams were never gray. The fence we built from fallen timbers gray stood guard like sentries, quiet come what may. But time's a thief and winds do whisper low. The fence walked away just like your tender glow. Now I roam these trails with dust beneath my stride, where memories echo and old ghosts reside. The saddle hangs untouched, it's worn and frayed, like the lines of time etched upon my brow. The scarf you left on the porch swing its weight, a dance of shadows as I keep my vow. The cabin's empty, laughter sorely traded for silence like the fields after their plow. But time's a thief and winds do whisper low. The fence walked away just like your tender glow. Now I roam these trails with dust beneath my stride, where memories echo and old ghosts reside. In the heart of night, by the fire's light I see visions of you like whispers of rain on dry leaves. Each log and stone, each dream we've sown, now part of me, tethered to this land where my spirit still believes. Yes, time's a thief and shadows they do grow. That fence walked away, but your love still flows through gravel roads neath endless azure skies. I'll walk these lands till my lonesome heart lies. And though you're gone in the sunset's fiery blaze, I find a peace in these gold-soaked, wistful days.
In the shadow of the mesa where the scarlet sun dips low, found an old oak by the river, carvings faded long ago. With her scarf caught in the branches, whispering secrets soft and slow. Ghost waits where we used to wander through each storm and gentle snow. Oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys underneath the starlit skies. Every sunset kindles memories where her laughter never dies. In the hush of empty cabins, down those gravel roads I roam. Ghost waits at the edge of twilight, calling this old cowboy home. Time has worn the leather saddle, trails have faded into dust. Wildflowers on the prairie hold the fragrance of her trust. Old Porch Creek's a somber rhythm, tales of days when life was lush. Ghost waits in the silent echoes where the wind sings through the brush. Oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys underneath the starlit skies. Every sunset kindles memories where her laughter never dies. In the the hush of empty cabins, down those gravel roads I roam, ghost waits at the edge of twilight, calling this old cowboy home. Rain falls soft on rusty tin roofs, stirs the scent of years gone by, each droplet note in the ballad of a love that doesn't die, through the whispers of the aspens, through the chill in autumn's glow. She's the warmth within the cold wind, the heart I can't let go. Starlit skies, every sunset burns like fire in the mirror of my eyes. In the hush of empty cabins where past and present seem to blend, ghost waits at the gates of dawn where cowboys' trails may never end. Ghost waits and I keep riding neath the endless ageless skies, bound to roam, forever haunted by the love I can't deny. Under the boughs of an old oak tree where we carved our names for eternity, a campfire crackles with tales it knows. In the glow our shadow forever grows. That scarf you left still dances with the breeze on the porch where time takes its ease. Those campfire echoes calling through the pines sing a love lost in these heartbroken lines. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind bring back the sweet sin where we'd begin. My heart is a saddle, worn and thrown, riding these trails forever alone. Now the cabin stands empty and warm, the windows dusty and the curtains torn. The gravel road that led to our front door, not just a path, don't lead me back no more. Rain taps the roof in rhythms of pain, every drop a memory, every storm a change. Those campfire echoes calling through the pines sing a love lost in these heartbroken lines. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind bring back the sweet sin where we'd begin. My heart is a saddle, worn and thrown, riding these trails forever alone. So here I stand where the sunset bleeds, fading trails the only guide I need. These echoes fill the silence of my nights, under stars that once watched us so bright. What's left is a cowboy's lonesome plea, a soul that wanders but can't be free. Those campfire echoes haunting me still in the chill of night, against my will. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind, lost love's echo where my dreams have thinned. My heart is a saddle, weathered and worn, bound to the ghost of a love forlorn. Campfire echoes, campfire echoes, sing me to sleep where the lonely river flows. Out by the ridge where the oak tree stands tall, once whisper secrets in the shadows of fall. You laughed under starlight, so wild and so bold. Near the wagon wheel turned cold. Oh, the winds of the prairie keep singing your name. In the rustle of leaves, I still feel the same. But the heart of this cowboy's grown weary and old by the wagon wheel turned cold. We carved our dreams in the side of that hill, in the quiet little town where time stood still. But seasons turned as our story was told. Leaves fell round the wagon wheel cold. Your scarf in the breeze like a flag unfurled. Now just a memory in this lonely world. Rain washed your footsteps from the path we'd strolled, leaving just the wagon wheel silent and cold. Oh, the winds of the prairie keep singing your name. In the rustle of leaves, I still feel the same. But the heart of this cowboy's grown weary and old by the wagon wheel turned cold. So here by the firelight with embers aglow, I ponder on love lost and the dust of the road. Each sunset's a painting that's never quite sold, a landscape of life with its colors now old. Yes, the winds of the prairie still sing your sweet name, and the ghost of your touch sets my soul all aflame. I'll ride these trails till my last tale's told, on till the wagon wheel turn cold. Forever near the wagon wheel turn cold.
Out where the oak tree marks the bend, under the shadow of the sunset's end, Right closed her eyes in the summer's heat. Her laughter echoed bittersweet. Wooden porch creaked with tales untold of scarlet scarves and hearts of gold. The wind whispered through the grains, singing softly of our old refrains. Right closed her eyes, the world stood still, lost in the silence the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky, memories linger where they never die. Now the cabin's empty, the door swings free, the path overgrown, just ghosts and me. Where wildflowers dared to claim the land, her absence carved by time's own hand. Gravel roads where we once rode, now just dusty tracks, our stories erode. The saddle hangs untouched by time, in the quiet I hear our last goodbye. Right closed her eyes, the world stood still, lost in the silence the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky, memories linger where they never die. as the river bends, so did our fate. Under the oak tree I contemplate every whisper of the pine and spruce. They sing of Rye and her truce. Rye closed her eyes, no words to say. In the hues of the dusk I find my way. Through the tears, through the years, so Rye. In every sunset, Rye closed her eyes. Her spirit's free, yet here I lie, bound forever, as Rye closed her eyes. By the ridge where the old oak weeps, your scarf still dances on a breeze so sweet. We carved our names under stars so deep where the lonely fire sleeps. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. The porch still creaks from our last goodbye. The saddle's dusty, no more rides. Gravel roads stretch neath endless skies. Memories fade where old love lies. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. Rain washes old trails but not the pain. Dust settles but your scent remains. In every sunset your shadow creeps through empty cabins where my sorrow seeps. So I'll sing to the stars about a love that was deep in a town too small for secrets to keep. Forever wandering, a soul that never sleeps, dreaming by the ruins where the lonely fire sleeps. Yes, I'm lost in the quiet where the lonely fire sleeps. In the shade of an old oak tree near a cabin weathered and worn, found a scarf you left behind, now faded and torn. Underneath that creaking porch, the
where we'd watch the storms roll through. I recall the laughter fade as the wild prairie wind blew. Cracked frame shut the door on the love we couldn't say. I hear the echo of your steps as I walk through this silent grave. And sunset drips like candle wax, melts away each day before, leaving shadows in its wake where cracked frames shut the door. Those gravel roads we wandered, now overrun with thistles and sage. The trails we blazed have vanished like words lost on a page. I roam these empty valleys where dreams whisper through the trees, but the whisper turns to weeping in the chill of the evening breeze. Cracked frame shut the door on the love we couldn't say. I hear the echo of your steps as I walk through the silent grave. The sunset drips like candle wax, melts away each day before, leaving shadows in its wake where cracked frames shut the door. On the breath of the northern wind, I smell the rain-soaked earth, a fragrance of memories of tears and scattered mirth. Sometimes in the darkest night when stars dare to implore, I see your smile in the moonlight, just like those times before. Cracked frame shut the door, whispers of what we knew. Every sunset a reminder of the love that once was true. Now I carry this weight alone through silent towns and lore, haunting every step I take where cracked frames shut the door. Yes, haunting every step I take where cracked frames shut the door. Under the boughs of an old oak tree where we carved our names for eternity, a campfire crackles with tales it knows. In the glow our shadow forever grows. The scarf you left still dances with the breeze on the porch where time takes its ease. Those campfire echoes calling through the pines, sing a love lost in these heartbroken lines. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind bring back the sweet sin where we begin. My heart is a saddle, worn and thrown, riding these trails forever alone. Now the cabin stands empty and worn, windows dusty and the curtains torn. The gravel road that led to our front door, now just a path, don't lead me back no more. Rain taps the roof in rhythms of pain, every drop of memory, every storm a chain. Those campfire echoes calling through the pines, singing love lost in these heartbroken lines. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind bring back the sweet sin where we begin. My heart is a saddle, worn and thrown, riding these trails forever alone. So here I stand where the sunset bleeds, fading trails, the only guide I need. The
silence of my nights, under stars that once watched us so bright. What's left is a cowboy's lonesome plead, a soul that wanders but can't be free. Those campfire echoes haunt me still in the chill of night, against my will, rustling leaves and a whispering wind. Lost loves echo where my dreams have been. My heart is a saddle, weathered and worn, bound to the ghost of a love forlorn. Campfire echoes, campfire echoes, sing me to sleep where the lonely river flows. In the dust, by the whisper of old Oak Creek, where the shadows of oak trees start to sneak, I recall her scarf blue as the twilight sky, and the rye we held tight, my love and I. Her laughter mingled with the rustling leaves, echoes softly where my heart still grieves. Or I held tight in hands so warm, now just a whisper in the storm. Her love a fading trail in my mind, in the solitude that I find. Oak Creek, carry my sorrow tonight. Under the stars, oh, I held tight. Seasons turned and the wild rye grew tall on the path to that old empty cabin's call. The porch creaks with tales it yearns to tell, of sweet hellos and that hard farewell. The saddle sits dusty, the reins lay still. Life moves on, but my heart never will. Or I held tight in hands now cold in this quiet town where memories unfold. Her love a fading trail in my mind, in the loneliness that I find. Oak Creek, carry my sorrow tonight. Under the moon's soft silver light, and the wind whispers secrets through the pines, carrying the scent of those lost sweet times. I'm just a shadow in this land, roaming free, holding on to what can no longer be. Or I held tight through years gone by, where dreams are kept and lovers sigh. Her love a trail I wandered blind, in the echoes of what's left behind. Oak Creek, carry my heart with the night. Under the stars, oh, I held tight. Forever held, oh, I held tight. Out where the oak trees shadow the Oak Creek's bend, I found your scarf, the one you wore against the wind. The porch still creaks where we watch the sunsets bleed. Now it's just the whispering leaves speaking to my grief. Silence echoes louder than the words we never said. Each memory dances like dust upon the old shed. Your laughter's a ghost in the corridors of my mind, drifting like tumbleweeds, leaving me behind. These gravel roads, they don't sing no more, since your boots ain't walking through that door. The cabin stands, but it's empty of the dreams we wove. Just shadows fill these rooms where light once boldly strode. Silence echoes louder than the words we never said. Each memory dances like dust upon the old shed. Your laughter's a ghost in the corridors of my mind, drifting like tumbleweeds, leaving me behind. On the edge of this town, where the old path fades, I reckon the choice is made, all the debts we've paid. Under that endless sky where we once lay, I find the courage to whisper goodbye at the close of day. Silence echoes louder than the cries my heart expels. Like rain on the dry earth, my spirit it compels. With your spirit by my side, and as the night descends like the curtain on our tale, in the quiet of the darkness your memory prevails. Though I wander lost and alone beneath the endless sky, in the silence that echoes, I'll never say goodbye.
Shadow of the oak where the wild rivers bend, I first saw her face in the light of dawn's ascent. The wind whispered secrets through her flowing hair, as if the heavens knew it was more than I could bear. The lonely cabin walls of memories where our laughter danced on a cold morning that died young, where we once chanced. Now moan, calling me back to what I've known. Underneath this endless sky I roam, with a heart that beats and a love outgrown. Cold morning died young, but the pain lingers on. In the echoes of the dusk my heart's withdrawn. Years have turned like the pages of a dusty, worn-out book. The trails we walked are overgrown, no second look. That old porch swing sways creaking with my every solitary stride. Where we once sat close, now just shadows there reside. The scarf she left still smells of lilac dreams, fading like the sunsets into silent silver streams. Oh, how the lonely winds now moan, calling me back to what I've known. Underneath this endless sky I roam, with a heart that beats and a love outgrown. Cold morning died young, but the pain lingers on. In the echoes of the dusk my heart's withdrawn. On gravel roads I wander, with her whispers in the rain. An old saddle for a companion, bearing all my pain. What's left is just a cowboy, a shadow in the dust, living on the memories of a lost and tender trust. Oh, how the lonely winds now moan, each call a memory overthrown. Beneath this boundless bleeding sky I roam, holding on to a love that's dead and gone. Cold morning died young, as all dreams must, but in the heart of a cowboy, love never turns to dust.
Underneath that old oak tree, by the porch where we used to be, silent whispers of dust and leaves, singing tales of you and me. Scarves you hung on every hook, now just shadows in every nook. A cabin haunted by the love we took, and the heart you never forsook. Porch cries under moonlit skies, where our love once danced, now my soul just sighs. Every creek and wood a story told of a warm hand lost in this growing cold. Echoes of your laughter in the breeze as the leaves rustle and the memories tease. Gravel roads where we once roamed, paths of solitude I call home. The saddle sits but rides no more, just like my heart, worn and torn. What changed was not the setting sun, nor the trails we thought we'd always run. It was the fading of your gentle ways and the harsh light of our ending days. Porch cries under starlit realms, holding on to a ghost at the helm. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red, painting loss in the words unsaid. Whispers of you in the wind's mournful calls as the horizon blurs and the nightfall falls. But here I stand where you left your mark, in the silent scream of the meadow lark, a lone figure against the vast open plains, learning to dance in the oncoming rains. So porch cries and so do I, with the stars bearing witness in the sky. The oak still stands though the years pass by, holding memories that refuse to die. In the quiet of this lonesome view I find the strength to start anew. But in every twilight's fading blue, my heart whispers back to you. In the valley where the cottonwoods remember, my love carved her name on a forgotten old oak. Underneath the sky's amber, we promised forever. Her shadow mingled with mine, neither of us spoke. The wind was our witness, whispering through the grass. As the sun dipped low, our love was cast. Oh, his shadow stood still on that dusty graveled road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed. In the silence all I find is her absence there. Years drift like tumbleweeds over old trails. The cabin by the creek stands quiet and forlorn. Her scarf still hangs on a rusty old nail, a faded fragment of the days now torn. The porch creaks under steps of solitude, where once we danced to life's sweet tune. His shadow stood still on that dusty graveled road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed, and the wind carries whispers of a love now spared. Oh, how the rains came down like sorrow from above, washing away the tracks we made side by side. Yet in every storm I searched the clouds for our lost love, hoping the raindrops speak of where her love resides. His shadow stood still, but mine's cast long and thin on paths unwalked and sunsets growing dim. If I could ride back to where our world began, I tell her I still see her in every shadow, every span. Yes, his shadow stood still as I journeyed to fulfill the promise of a love time cannot kill.
In the shade of an old oak tree where the wildflowers used to grow, I found a scrap of her faded scarf caught on the rough and knowing bark. Under skies too vast, too blue, I hear her laughter in the breeze, haunting the empty cabins, whispering through the sycamore leaves. Her laugh lingers in the prairie wind, dances on the dusty trails where we walk beneath the twilight. Now I wander here alone. Every sunset paints her memory across the vast unending skies, but her laughter's just a shadow in the silence of my cries. This old porch we used to know, it's wood now gray and worn like me, echoes with the songs we sang, now just ghosts in the evening air. Time has swept her touch away like rain clears the dusty plains, and I'm left with these empty hands grasping memories that remain. Her laugh lingers in the prairie wind, dances on the dusty trails Where we walk beneath the twilight now, I wander here alone. Every sunset paints her memory across the vast unending skies. But her laughter's just a shadow in the silence of my cries. I dreamt I rode through storms of sand to find where our old lies, but woke upon the gravel roads with nothing but the starlit skies. And though this heart keeps looking back, her path is one I can't retrace. All that's left is the echo of her joy and the bitter sleeve refrain. Her laugh lingers in the prairie wind, dances on the dusty trails where we once found forever in the glance of a setting sun. Now the darkness folds around me like the closing of a door, and her laughter, once my compass, leaves me yearning evermore. Her laugh lingers, her laugh lingers as I ride these lands alone.
On the ridge where the oak trees shadow a dusty trail, my hat tipped low hid the eyes that once told tales. There's a scarf you left, it's faded red by the porch of pine. I whisper to the wind, your laugh trails off, no longer mine. But the hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. There's an empty cabin where the gravel roads wear thin. I trace my steps, but they don't lead me back to where we begin. The saddle's worn, the leather cracks like the dry riverbed. Each stirrup swing, a reminder of all the words we never said. The hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. Underneath the weeping willow, I finally understand. The branches bow in sorrow to the rhythms of the land. Each leaf that falls, a memory lost to time and to you, a silent testament to the quiet, enduring truth. The hat said nothing as twilight took its claim. Stars peering down, somehow knowing your name. In the quiet of the plains where the cold whispers roam, the hat said nothing, but it whispered you home. And so it goes under the vast unyielding night. The hat says nothing, but feels everything in the fading light. under the shadow of an old oak tree. I penned a letter, edges worn like an old saddle seam. The ink was mixed with the dust of the trail. Words faded like my voice on the wind of the veil. The paper held the scent of rain on dry earth. Each word a whisper of what our love was worth. And so that goodbye letter sank in the river's heart, drifted away under skies that tear old dreams apart. Sunset's fire burns cold in the lonely cowboy's night. Where once love thrived, now only twilight. The porch still creaks with memories of our laughter, and gravel roads keep the trace of our chapters. But the cabin stands empty, a shell of yesterday, where echoes of your footsteps slowly decay. The scarf you left behind flutters in the breeze, a flag of surrender to the siege of memories. Oh, that goodbye letter sank in the river's heart, drifted away under skies that tear old dreams apart. Sunset's fire burns cold in the lonely cowboy's night. Where once love thrives, now only twilight. In the silence of the plains, I feel your absence near, each star a tear in the fabric of the atmosphere. The trails grow over, the wildflowers bow their heads, nature's soft laments for the love that treads. So that goodbye letter sank, and with it my resolve, in the endless river flow where our sweet past dissolves. I ride under the fading light with a heart that can't forget. A cowboy wanders on in the twilight of regret.
Out where the oak tree shadows sprawl, under the whispers of the sagebrush call, there's a cabin nestled, weathered and small, where my hollow heart said nothing at all. Her scarf still dances on the porch rail line, ghosts of laughter, our lost sweet time. Oh, my heart worn as these leather rain scars of love and deep as prairie rains. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red. In the silence all I've loved has fled. Hollow heart said nothing, just beats slow under starlit skies. It lets her go. Dusty roads where our dreams once ran, now just footprints fading in the sand. The chair rocks gently, a phantom's touch in this quiet town we love too much. From the wild lands to the tame streets, all that's left are memories in empty seats. Oh, my heart worn as these leather rain scars of love and deep as prairie rains. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red. In the silence all I've loved has fled. Hollow heart said nothing, just beat slow under starlit skies. It lets her go. Faint echoes of laughter in the wind they weave, a tale too tender for this earth to believe. Was it just the whisper of the aspen leaves, or her voice calling across the time it grieves? Shadows turning into dust. Every trail I ride, every road I roam, hollow heart says nothing but looks for home. Here in the quiet of the fading light, my heart said nothing, and that spoke right. Out in the hollow, neath the old oak sway, a cabin lies silent where we used to lay. A scarf you left hanging on the porch rail thin, rust red like the sunset, flutters in the wind. Oh, how that scarf haunts like a ghost in the breeze, twisting through the oak leaves, whispering, remember me. Each thread of memory woven tight with loss, left here in the shadows of dust and tumbleweeds cross. Seasons turn sharply like the bend in the creek. The path by the cabin, now overgrown and weak. Your laughter's a memory, faded and worn, like the leather on the saddle. From the storms it's born. Oh, how that scarf haunts like a ghost in the breeze, twisting through the oak leaves, whispering, remember me. Each thread of memory woven tight with loss, left here in the shadows of dust and tumbleweeds cross. Underneath the starlit cloak by the fire's dying light, I reckon every flicker was a moment in your sight. Riding through these haunted plains where your echo softly calls, bound to chase your shadow in the twilight till I fall. Yes, that scarf still haunts on the old porch swinging free, a relic of the love lost twixt the prairie and me. In the chill of the night air, it dances alone, a partner now missing in the dance of the unknown. Oh, how I bear the weight of what was and will never be, with each sunset that bleeds over mountains silently. cold morning road through dusty trails of sage, where the oak by the river marks the age. Once we danced under stars without no care, your laughter, a melody in the air. But the stars fade like memories worn and thin, and that cold morning wind whispers of sin. Lost love's a shadow on these plains so vast. In the heart of a cowboy, nothing lasts. The cabin stands empty on the gravel road, the porch where we swore our forever code. But time's cruel hand tore your scarf from my grasp. Now it's just me and the moonlight to clasp. Yes, the stars fade like memories worn and thin, and that cold morning wind whispers of sin. Lost love's a shadow on these plains so vast. In the heart of a cowboy, nothing lasts. On that porch I see us in the setting sun. Dreams like wild horses I never outrun. Your echo in the canyon like a rain-soaked kiss. Oh, what foolish hearts birth sorrows like this. So the stars keep fading, night's curtain drawn, and that cold morning wind keeps riding on. But the ghost of your whisper on the breeze always past. In the heart of this cowboy, some things too deep to outlast. Riding on under these skies so vast, love like the wind. Through my fingers it passed. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were carved deep, under skies white and blue, were the promises we'd keep. By the creek's gentle murmur, we'd laugh through the day. Now nothing but the whisper of the leaves where they sway. Old Porch Creek's lonely as the evening sun fades. I'm clinging to the ghosts of your soft fleeting shades. But love walked away like the setting sun's glow, left me with the stars and the cold winds blow, riding trails of solitude where my heart can't sway, through the dust and the twilight, since love walked away. The saddle sits heavy on an old tired steed, riding past grown over where your laughter once lead. The scarf you left behind, now faded and worn, like the dreams we once had, now tattered and torn. That old gravel road, untouched by new rain, keeps holding the tracks of your leaving train. But Love walked away like the setting sun's glow, left me with the stars and the cold winds blow, riding trails of solitude where my heart can't sway, through the dust and the twilight, since love walked away. So here's to the silence, and here's to the night, to the memories that haunt me till the morning light. May the moon guide my path as I wander astray, in the lands that know secrets of where you lay. Yes, love walked away like the setting sun's glow, left me with the stars and the cold winds blow, riding trails of solitude where my heart can't sway, through the dust and the twilight, since love walked away. And if time is a healer, why's the hurt still the same? As I tread on this ground, softly whispering your name.